that how is it helping you? Is it helping you, or do you want me to incorporate more points, or you think it's helping, not helping? I want some kind of a feedback from your end. I want to hear your experience with the law of the
Hello, hi
universe.
Sharoo.
Yeah, hi. Who's this? Yoga
Uh,
for life.
I'm Sarita. So long.
Oh,
We
yeah,
met
hi.
today.
Okay, great. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. So,
Yeah.
this question I want to ask each and every one of you. Can you please just come up on the platform and just tell me that how is it helping you, if it has helped you, and how it has helped you? Please do not be quiet. This is a very interactive session. I want it to be an interactive session. I don't want it to be a boring session. And you also know it's my habit that I make people talk. Because unless we talk, unless we share, unless we speak, say, we will not learn. We'll just be there listening to somebody. One master, she will just talk about for half an hour or so, and then she will go back. I don't want my sessions to be like that. Yes, Sumati ji, please share.
Yes. Your question is how forgiveness is helping us. Am I understanding it correctly?
Not the forgiveness, this law of the universe, the ones that I have been, imparting the knowledge of, the laws of the universe, if somebody has implemented that.
I can't really say because I've been dipping in and out of Madhuram session for the whole year. So I really can't really say, but I guess I know what in general, I think the help is basically empowering and also healing. That's the two words that I can tell you.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sumati ji. Empowering and healing. They are very, very strong words. So thank you so much for telling me that. And thank you so much for being here in this session.
Thank you.
So anybody else who wants to share anything about this law of the universe, who wants to say
Sharoo.
something? Yeah. Hi, Mamta ji. Yes. Good evening.
Yeah, I feel it helps us to flow with the current. Whatever we send to the nature, it comes back to us. And it's good if we don't offer resistance to anything.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yes. Yes, the resistance that is always there. So these are the laws that actually break those resistance that is there within us, mentally, physically. So Mamta ji, yes, definitely. Thank you so much for giving this to me. Thank you. Yes, Ashna. Hello, dear.
Hello,
yes.
ma'am. How are you?
मैं ठीक, आप बताइए, how are you doing? Tell me.
Great. I want to say about law of vibration that how much I could understand. It was about like how you are inside, that's what your outside look like. And I feel how much I have changed inside that being more kind to people and just, that you imagine your perfect self. The way I try to inculcate those qualities in myself, and I think the change that it brings to me is that only these kind of people I attract to myself.
Wow, amazing, Ashna. Yes, carry on.
And in like how many months, like 2 or 3, I feel I have changed. Like we try affirmations and things like that to be the perfect self that we see people on platforms and reels and Insta, and we see so many sweet people out there. So I was like, I want to be like that too. So I tried to be that for like 2.5 months, something like that. And I feel only these are the kind of people who have attracted to me. and who are a part of my life now. And so I really believe that law of vibration is applicable. And it
Wow,
works.
amazing. Wow, it's a beautiful experience, Ashna. Thank you so much. Thank you. So she's a living testimony who has implemented and understood what the law of vibration is. And she is seeing those changes when she is bringing that change in her life. And she is also seeing that change is coming into her life when she has changed her vibration, when she has changed her thinking process. So I'm literally grateful to all of you who have come up here and share the experience. Thank you so much, love. Thank you, Ashna. Thank you so very much for, sharing your experience, who has actually implemented law of vibration after listening to this session. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So yes, anybody else before I jump on to the next law, which is also, again, a very important law. Anybody else wants to share or say anything?
Yes, Sharoo.
Ji.
Yeah. So as far as I've heard the sessions, because I was on and off, some sessions I've attended and some I could not. And the sessions that you bring, may it be the law of universe or may it be any kind of meditations, may it be different types of, different concepts that you bring, you simplify things. Like you make it very easy for all of us to put them into practice. I mean, like you and the great thing about these sessions are you make it more interactive so that people can come up and share their own experiences so that we can learn from each other. So if somebody had practiced and if they have gained out of these sessions, so we are also able to learn and grow from their experiences as well. So I really have so much of gratitude to you for what you're doing, and yeah, thank you so much, Sharoo.
Thank you so much.
At the end, you simplify things. You make the complicated things much easier. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Madhugaro, for such kind words for me. Thank you so much. It's what I have learned from angels and which I put on the plate and serve it to you, so that whatever difficulty I had when I didn't have the knowledge of these laws, I don't want any of us to now, suffer because we do not have that knowledge. I don't want that to happen. So that's why I just keep sharing whatever I get from the angels so that it simplifies your life as well, the way it has simplified my life, so that we can live, we can be alive, and we can just forget about these hates that we have towards each other. So that's why this law of the universe is here for all of you. So thank you so very much. Now I am coming to the next law, which is again a very, very important law for all of us. If you implement again this law, it is going to be a little difficult, yes, because all the laws are difficult. But I would request that once all these laws are over, just sit through them once again, even if you're just, browsing only one line of all the laws, each law once, just see which law is the one that is connected to your heart, which is intuitively calling you, because that is the law on which you would want to work upon. So once these laws are over, try to sit with yourself, try to sit with your intuition, try to see and introspect your life, that how your life has been and how one particular law can help you out or can help you make your life a little bit peaceful. So this will help you work on it, because it becomes very confusing when you have 12 laws at one go in front of you. Just take one bit by bit, take only one session at one law at a time, work on it, and once you've worked, then jump onto the second one, because all the laws are interrelated. It's not that you have to first do the law of vibration or do the law of attraction. You can choose any law, work on it, and it automatically will connect to the other laws that are there. So don't worry about that. No chronology is there as far as the laws are concerned. So now let's jump on to the law of compensation. Now, when we talk about law of compensation, so friends, it can be summed up in just one statement. You get as good as you give. That is the only statement. That means, if you want to understand it more, it is a byproduct of law of karma, actually. So you reap what you sow. This is one aspect. But the law of compensation has different aspects to it, which is very important for you to understand, because law of karma is one of the aspects to it, or it is the byproduct of law of karma, but there are different aspects. Now, what is happening over here in law of compensation is that the kind of seed that you're going to sow, the kind of sunlight that you're going to give, the kind of soil that you're going to give, the kind of water that you're going to give, it is going to accordingly make that tree healthy or unhealthy. So it is about completely on to you. What are you feeding yourself with or feeding your life with? How much are you giving to life? So now the thing is, we just keep complaining ourselves, most of the time, that, the God is unjust, or maybe we'll just have this complaint that, why am I having this problem? Why I always have these kind of people in our lives? We just keep cribbing, complaining. We just say so many things. So sometimes we also have this feeling that I don't do any wrong to anybody. Then why does it, have to be me? Why am I suffering? Because I'm not doing anything to anybody. I'm not doing any harm to anybody. I'm not, doing anything to anybody. I'm just serving humanity. I'm meditating. I'm doing so much. Still, I have this terrible disease, or still I have my relationships crumbling. Still, I have blah, blah, blah. So these are all complaints that we have because we feel that we are meditators. And even if we are not meditators, we are a good soul. We are not doing any harm to this. Still, I am going through this. Why? Now, here you need to understand whatever you may be suffering from, it might appear unjust to you right now. Might appear. You may think that you do not deserve that at all. But if you try to find out the cause of the suffering, you will find out that it is just a compensation of what you did in the past. So the life, our life, the life of any individual or a jivatma, it consists of lot of other lives. You also know, you believe in incarnations, you believe in past lives, right? So all of us, the life of all the jivatmas, they consist of many earthly lives. So there's always an intimate connection between the past, the present, and the future. And when we talk about the law of compensation, it operates with perfect justice and harmony because it has to bring that equilibrium. It has to bring that justice. So law of compensation is about justice and harmony. So if any kind of a person, in fact, it can be you, because these questions used to come to me also, that I've not done any harm to anybody. Why do people behave like this with me? Why do people reject me? Why do people abandon me? Why are my relationships not working? Why my life is hell? Why is it happening in my, I am not doing any evil act in this birth. Why am I suffering? So this is due to the karma or the acts or the seeds that I had sown in my previous birth. That is why I'm here, balancing them out. So whatever I'm doing today, I'm sowing the seed for my future in the sense in this incarnation also, this incarnation's future and the future incarnations. So whatever I'm doing today, it is not for the past, or it is not about that. It is about I'm balancing that karma, and I am making my future, that is today's future, great, and I'm making the other incarnations nice. So if the wicked man, probably if a person who has done many evil deeds, and that person is apparently enjoying everything in this birth, and you are seeing it from your eyes, and you literally loathe that person, that how can this be possible? This person has done so many evil deeds, and this person is trying to, misbehave with me, and he has done so many problems. He has created so many problems in me, but still he is good. He is happy. This guy is happy. This family is happy. How? It is because whatever good karmas, not good or bad, whatever karma he has done in his previous birth, he is being compensated now. Everybody has to compensate, each one of us. We are being compensated, and everybody has to compensate. So I will just read a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, which I just came across. This quote is literally wonderful quote, which actually will give you maybe a peep into this law of compensation. So, which says that the world looks like a multiplication table or a mathematical equation, which, turn it how you will, balance itself. Take what figure you will, its exact value, nor more or less, it still returns to you. This is law of compensation. So the second aspect which I've understood, and what the angels have also made me understand through this law of compensation, is that the basic secret of this law is that if your goal of any kind of an effort is reward, then you will not be rewarded the way you want it to be rewarded. That is what I mean to say is, if it is, there is something, whatever you are doing, whatever efforts you are making, the basic thing or basic reason for you making that effort is basically centered around your selfish interest. And selfish interest, I mean when it is harming the other person, then whatever reward you are asking for or seeking for, you will not be compensated the way you want it to be compensated. And instead, if you're trying to adopt an attitude that is celebrating the work itself, when you're enjoying the work, when you'll feel that the work itself is rewarding, work itself is a fulfilling opportunity to contribute and improve. If you think that I have to give before I take, when you will start learning to appreciate the work you're doing rather than what it might accomplish for you, that is the time when you will be compensated more than anything else in the world. I hope I'm not confusing you, because this is the second aspect. The first aspect was that whatever you are doing, however you are making the karmas, or whatever you are thinking, speaking, saying, talking, whatever you are doing, you'll be compensated according to that. Because this LOC, that is law of compensation, is all about justice and harmony. It is going to create a very fine balance. So whatever you have done in the past, you have to be compensated for that, or you have to compensate for it. And the second thing is that if you are putting more emphasis on the rewards than the work itself, if you are more into what am I going to get rather than what am I going to give, then again, you will not be compensated as you are expecting it to be. So in case, if you want to increase your compensation, then you have to increase the value of your contribution. This is basically the line of the second aspect. So if you want to increase, no, I want more compensation for it. I need more reward for it. Then you have to increase the value of your contribution in the sense that how much are you contributing? If you want something from the universe, then you have to contribute also, right? You can't just take from the universe. You have to contribute as well. And when you start contributing, that is the time when you will start getting the rewards and awards the way you want it to be. And again, I'm saying there is a catch here that you can't expect also. You can't get attached to the rewards that, okay, if I'm going to give more, then I'm going to get more rewards. No. Once you have done that work, you have to let it go. Let the universe see that how much reward or award is to be given to you. How can you be compensated for that? Let the universe talk about this. Let the universe think about this. Let the universe give that to you. So if you have to increase that compensation, if you think, no, I'm getting so less and that lady is getting she's getting so much more than me, then please think that she's also trying to give more. She's contributing more without any, interests of her own. Maybe, probably she's doing that selflessly. That is why everything is happening in her life, that way. And when I talk about the compensation, I'm not talking just about the monetary compensations. Money, definitely, it can be a compensation, the financial compensation. But when I'm talking about this, it means all blessings it is covering. Everything, material possessions, money, fame, relationships, love, everything. So friends, this law has a very simple motive: to balance the universe. That's it. This is the crux of this law. The law has to balance the universe. So when you spread love, you receive more love. If you spread hate, more hate will be returned to you, in simple terms. So this is applicable for everything I'm talking about. Everything means everything: your emotions, your thoughts, your vibes, your fears, your hate, your love, your joy, everything I'm talking about here. Now, how can you make the most of this law? Number one, which is the important tip, is, do you want more? And if you want more, then give more. Simple as that. And then don't get attached to it. Oh, I did this. No, I want the universe to compensate for me because I did that. I went to the NGO, I volunteered there, and there were 20 little children. There were the orphans who were sitting there. I gave them food to eat. So you're announcing it to everybody, and then you are expecting the universe is going to give you double than what you did to them. It is not going to happen at all. You will not get any rewards because, number one, it becomes a very selfish interest here, because you want fame, you want acknowledgement, you want people to acknowledge you that, oh wow, she went to the NGO, she gave them food to eat. So you'll just put it on the FB, you'll put it on everywhere that I did this. बहुत लोगों को खाना खिलाया मैंने. And I see people doing that. And then they feel that, or they expect that, because we are doing good. There was a person who also said that maybe if they are doing it on FB, it is going to inspire the other people as well. That is why they are doing. I said, maybe it inspires the other people. But what is the intent That makes a difference. If you're putting that photograph of you feeding the animals or the human beings or the people there or the children there, and you're putting it on the FB, what kind of an intent you have at that time, that matters. If you're putting it with an intent that I'm going to inspire others, then definitely you'll be compensated. But if you're putting it that, people will see me, they are going to give me so many 100,000 likes, and then they are going to give me a call and say that, wow, Sharoo, you did a good thing. If you want that kind of a fame and acknowledgement, then I'm sorry, the universe doesn't work that way at all. So you want more, give more. And when you're giving, don't have this ego inside of you that I am giving. Because you're nothing. Whatever you are doing, it is that energy that is making you do. You are a speck of that energy. And whatever the energy wants you to do, you're doing it. If you really are hearing that energy. If you are not, then you will hear and you'll listen to your ego and you will do what your ego is telling you to do. Secondly, which is very important tip, if you really, really want this law to work for you, is do more with less. Because we are never satisfied. As humans, we can never be satisfied. Today we have got this, tomorrow we want something else. Tomorrow we are able to get that what we have been wanting in the past, then another thing will crop up that I want this now. Try to be content with what you have. And try to just tell universe, I want to serve. I want to give also. You have given me so much. I want to give. I want to give even if I have less with me. I still want to contribute something. Please tell me how to do that. And you will see so many doors opening for you. And when you start giving with an open heart and open mind, with that lesser thing, that is more than enough. There's so many people who are doing such wonderful, wonderful things, and they don't come into the limelight, but they are doing it with no feeling of, fame or acknowledgement, because they are doing it because they know that this is going to create a ripple effect in the universe. And that good is going to come back to them as well. And the universe knows that. So even if you have less, don't feel you have less. Just say that I have enough and whatever I have with me, whatever it is, and I'm not talking about the material possessions here. I'm talking about everything. Whatever you have inside of you, you have love, give love, lot of love. You have any kind of a skill, share it with other people. You have two pieces of cakes and there is somebody who is just hungry, very hungry. Share that one piece of cake to that person, that it's okay. I can do with one. So do more with less. Try to be happy with whatever you have. Don't try to look into the other person's plate that, oh, that person's plate is full and I just have one chapati and one vegetable. I don't have much with me. You don't have to do that. That one chapati and one vegetable that you're eating with peace is going to fill you with contentment, as compared to maybe that person who is eating that plate is not at peace with his own self because of his family troubles and everything. And so even if he has got 8 desserts in his plate, he will not be able to eat it. So don't look into the other person's plate. Look into your life. What do you have? Be happy with what you have. And then ask to the universe that, how can I also, even if I have this only one chapati, how can I also contribute? How can I contribute more? Even if I have one chapati, it's okay. I'm willing to give half chapati to somebody, but how do I contribute more? This is how the law of compensation will help you attract and manifest everything that you want in your life. Not that it should be now, in your mind that if I do this, then I'm going to manifest, because that is again a catch. If you'll start having this feeling that I am going to, give more, so what will happen is I'm going to manifest, because universe is going to see that I'm giving more. Universe will always see the intent, not the physical appearance, not the physical personality. What you're doing, it's not you, it's the physical personality that is doing. What universe sees is your soul, your Atma. So always keep that in mind, that do not stop learning. That is also there as far as law of compensation is concerned. Keep learning from each and every experience that you're getting in this life, no matter how good or how bad the experience is. Don't try to attach to the exotic experiences that you're having. It can be the visions as well. Don't get attached to anything. Just be very neutral to all the experiences and keep learning. Because the day you will stop learning, that means you are dead. You're no longer there. You don't exist. So keep learning from everything that you are having, every experience that you are having. So this was it. And I think I was able to make you understand what the law of compensation is all about. So the crux is you get as good as you give. This is what the crux of the entire law is. I hope I could simplify it. As I had told you earlier as well, all these laws that I bring to you, they seem very simple, because I don't have much to talk about this. But when you start implementing them, it becomes really, very, you can say a Herculean task when we start implementing, because we have to, keep monitoring ourselves. We have to keep seeing ourselves, because we have to be a monitor. Self-monitoring is something which is required when we start, implementing these laws in our life. So now, if there is any question or anything you want to share, or maybe you might have probably felt this law somewhere in your life, and you want to share that experience with all of us, so you are most welcome. Please come ahead. Go ahead and please share that experience with all of us. Is there anybody who wants to say anything? Thank you, Renuji. Thank you, Bhaktaji. Yes, Swarna. Ji, Swarna ji, yes.
Thank you, Sharoo ji. Beautiful session, beautiful concept as always. I joined late in the beginning, but I was there during this wisdom sharing. So law of compensation. We all see like a law of karma, right? It comes, what we give, it comes back. So when we know it, when we understand clearly, then we don't have any pain. We just go through it without enmity, without any rejection. That is the law. It's helping us to just not to go into downward, but always learn from it. So it happened in my life too, some relationship problems. Like I was like always used to think like, why it is coming? I'm so good, and why everything looks bitter when whatever I do, everything comes back. So I was like so much of pain, and with that result, I started hating people who are all contributed in that actions. And so so it was like so much painful. But after coming in here, I understood that it's coming back because what we have done in the past, not necessarily it's you have done now. Because when I want to change, when I want to correct myself, there's nothing to correct. Everything I'm doing good. I was like, please someone tell me, how can I change myself, right? Because you're positive, you are so good, there's no room for me to correct, and only accept, just let it go. Let it go, it's happening. Just don't hate those people, just bear. I know it's so painful to get those criticism or blames and for everything, but just keep loving and be nice, that's it. And once universe will help you once you cross that stage. And that's what happened also. Then I understood who are my key people in my life, and whom I need to start working. There are so many people, right? You may think you want to blame. So first, who is the main person? If you change that person, if you can convince that person that you are so good and you are going through very sincerely, then that person is the key person in your life, that everything will change no matter what, because there are first person, second person, third person, right? Life. So who is directly impacting in your life, that is the person that you need to start working on. Doesn't matter other people, you understand that they are the cause, even though third person is the main root cause, but this person is there as a mediator, just quiet. He doesn't do. If he does that, no, you are so good, it will be solved. But he doesn't do. Very quietly he observes everything. Then I used to start hating that first person in my life. Oh my gosh, you're the first person. Why don't you support me? Why don't you tell them that you're all wrong? But this person doesn't do that, because that's the karma. Again, I brought him. Just you be there in my life. Just watch. I will go through it. And then when I realize, I will correct it. And then again, we'll have very good relationship. So I see the drama, the play in my life, and it's going so beautifully. So now I'm so confident, and I know that what I need to change, and I changed, and moving forward with my spiritual journey. So we all have to introspect where we are stuck with the journey, because if something is happening, we won't move forward. And I used to think that this is the whenever I see in the meditation, right? Only one thing is blocking me. That is the relationship blocking me. Then, oh my gosh, I want to move forward, bypass that. How can I? I cannot do unless I resolve that. So then I understood what it is and all. And then I know who is the first person that I need to convince that I'm good. And I am convinced with so much of compassion, kindness, and again love. Even though earlier I used to think I was like loving, compassionate, but I think that's give and take was there, right? Because those are the beliefs again. I be good, you be good. But that did not work. No, you have done some karma in the past life, very bad, you got it. You don't expect that. You just be good, that's it. So now I'm so good. So no matter what things happen, always say happy. So because we understand this law. So thank you so much, Sharoo, for bringing this law of compensation. I just first time I'm hearing, I know I heard like law of vibration, karma and all, but compensation is a beautiful law that just directing to that point, strictly to that compensation side of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So Swarnaji, she friends, she compensated her life with love, kindness, and acknowledgement. And it was like gratitude also, which she brought. And whatever now she is doing, it is not only going to impact her future life, but it is also going to impact her next incarnations. So whatever we are sowing right now, as I said, that how much sunlight are you giving to your plant, to your seed, and how much water are you giving, and what is the thought behind that seed, how are you nurturing that seed, actually counts that what sort of an incarnation you are going to get in the next, the next time. What kind of clothes are you going to wear the next time? So this is what this law is all about. So thank you so much. Swarnaji. Thank you. Yes, anyone else? Ji, sir. Ma'am, sir.
Yes, Sharuji. So,
Yes, sir.
So I was listening as we were driving, and I thought, it's all about compensation. How does it fit into the Bhagavad Gita saying that says, "Do your things without expecting any end results," and then you summed up so simply, so beautifully, putting everything together. So it's so beautiful. And what came to my thoughts as well is we have to learn these laws, looking at the nature, how it is living. So the nature, if we take a tree, it is being compensated very well by the nature, and the tree is constantly in the giving.
True.
And we have to become the examples of what we see around in the nature. So we have to constantly think about what we can give, and then what we get, which is basically the compensation, is always wonderfully taken care by the nature.
Yes.
So then we are dropping the expectations, the end results, what we are going to get because we are giving. No, it is just about giving, because giving is again opening the door for the compensation to happen, because it is that only when we give space for that to get. So the law of compensation is a perfect example of just give, because that way naturally you get, even without thinking you give because you want to get. No, it's just how the nature works. So thanks a lot, Sharuji. You simplify things like Madhu was saying, and everyone can connect to these spirituality, which is simple. Yeah. So
thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ramgaru. Thank you so much. As you said beautifully, that the nature is the one through whom this law of compensation can be seen beautifully, and we can learn from the nature that how this law of compensation is working through nature, and it's beautifully being said by and described by you. So thank you so much for your wonderful inputs always. Thank you so much. Loved it, really loved it. Thank you so much. So, anyone else?
Yes, Sharoo?
Yes, Madhugaru.
It's as usual. It's wonderful, Sharoo, whatever you have shared. As I told you, have simplified everything. You made everything very clear. And here, the interesting part is the expectations, like when we do something, we try to expect that, like whatever we are doing, we try to expect that, okay, now I've done this, I have to also get something back, like in that way, people do a lot of things, even charities or the good things or everything. So the only thing that we have to be aware is of dropping the expectations. Do not expect anything. You expect one thing, you get only one thing. You expect two things, you get two things. If you expect nothing, you get everything. So that's, I always say this. And the other part is about, like we don't have to be in the limelight when we do things like a Zen master. We have to simply do our work and then simply move from there. We don't have to listen to people praising us, or we are not doing for that. So when we try to do that, that is where somewhere or the other, like we giving power to the limited self of ours. So simply move from the task that you have done beautifully and carry on with that work. So really wonderful takeaway, Sharoo. Thank you so much for beautiful. You have compensated. We have learned. We have done surely something good, so that you have brought this law of compensation to us. The universe have compensated.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madhugaru. I love the way you said that, when you expect one, you will get one. When you expect two, you will get two. But when you expect nothing, you get everything. So it's a beautiful, you can sum up the entire law of compensation in these 3 lines. Thank you so much, Madhugaru. It was lovely, lovely hearing from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shukriya. Wow, amazing. I mean, I love these sentences. I love the nature. I mean, it's like, you know, there's so much that we learn from each other. So it's like, you know, I've learned today these 2 things from Madhugaru and Ramgaru today. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Shukriya. So anybody else before we start meditating? Yes, Madhugaru. Yes.
Hi, Sharoo. Hi, Masters. Thank you so much, Sharoo, for the wonderful session. I was also a bit late, but I've joined it and I understood the law of compensation. This is what today I think I have shared the link to you in the Hindi. Yes, I just thought that, oh my God, it's how how universe is trying to connect. Like, you know, I just thought, I don't know, somehow all these the 40 days have gone. I mean, it's just only for last 5-6 days are there. I just thought of you. Oh my God, she's taking the Hindi sessions and everything. Why don't I tell her so that she can then, and then I got connected and then you was giving the same session in the evening. I was like,
yes.
You can understand what I mean, right?
Yes, I do. I do.
It's very beautiful. That's what
you.
we try to forgive all the time or ask for forgiveness, that whatever we have done unknowingly or knowingly, and then that we can dissolve those karmas, whatever we have done. So that is one of the meditation tip where we try to forgive or forgive all those karmas actually. Yeah, that's a very beautiful Sharoo. Yes,
Thank
we should
you.
not. Yes, we should always do the things with unconditional way, not expecting anything. And I absolutely agree with you that there is some karmic reason why we are suffering. Like, for example, in my life also, I always had this zeal of knowing why me, like all the time from the childhood. Why is that happening? Like, you know, all others are in having at least a normal life. Why me to struggle, to challenge and face every time, one after the other? Once I start breathing, saying that, yes, now it's finished. This phase is finished. Then there is another phase. Always kept asking. And finally, all through masters, I understood. I really gratitude and I bow myself to all those masters. Really, they made me understand. Yes, there are reasons for everything what is happening along us. So we just need to understand and go into that deep down the root and to clear that karmics. And then we are very free from everything, free from heart, free from mind, and free from body and soul. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhvi, for your
thank you so
words.
much. It's so beautifully got connected, that session and this thing.
Thank you, Madhvi. Thank you so much for your loving words and always being here. G Madhugaru. Yes.
Well, Madhavi is sharing about this topic. I have reminded myself of this book, The Untold Story of Sita. There is a beautiful line that Mata Sita says that every misfortune that we have in our life is really a blessing. So whatever we are facing in this life may be difficult situations. So it is a compensation. Never think that it's a punishment. Embrace it and understand it from the higher perspective. When we understand it from the higher perspective, then there is no suffering. So it's just that you are paying it back, you know, like whatever you have done or whatever the karma that you have created, you are giving it back. So so the account is getting cleared. So when we have this understanding, then there is no pain, there is no suffering at all. So this beautiful line, I always remember that every misfortune that we undergo in our life is really a blessing.
Wow. Yes, absolutely. I agree. Absolutely, Madhugaru. Because now this awareness is there. And if this awareness is there, then we better, start understanding and implementing this, that every misfortune that comes our way, it is a blessing in disguise because it is making us learn. It is trying to change us. It's helping us to evolve. It is balancing our karma. It is compensating us for whatever we have done, and we have to take everything happily, whatever is coming into our lives. I know it becomes very difficult said than done whenever the situations arise in that during that time. But when this awareness comes, you can, pick yourself from that vibration where you are in that low vibration, and you can quickly turn your vibration and tune into that high vibration. This is how and what meditators do when they are aware. So that's why I keep telling you, since we know this, since we are meditators, since we have been doing this, so whenever we are in that situation, we have to remind ourselves that everything is a compensation. Everything is being compensated. And then as soon as this awareness just dawns on us, we will be able to shift our vibration from low to high. So this is what, that is the reason why all these sessions are there for all of us. So thank you so much, Madhagaru, and thank you so much, everybody. So let's meditate for some time. Madhagaru, is it possible for you to switch on the music?
Sure, Sharoo, I'll do that.
Yes, thank you so much. And everybody, please be in a very comfortable state. Just sit in a comfortable position. Just try to be with your normal, casual, beautiful breath. Just close your eyes and be with yourself and with your breath for some time. And try to thank and be grateful for whatever you have in your life, whatever you have been compensated with. Try to give a lot of gratitude, everything that you have.
Last 1 minute, friends. Slowly bring back your awareness to your physical body and your surroundings. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Now slowly place your both hands over your eyes for a few seconds. And whenever you're ready, you may remove your hands and slowly open your eyes. So welcome back, friends. I hope you all have enjoyed Master Sharoo's session on law of compensation with a lot of sharings and as well as the meditation. So now is the time for all of us to put this into practice. Whatever we have heard, we have to put that into practice. So till we see each other again tomorrow, have a great day, great evening, and namaste to all. Bye-bye, everyone.